Last week we heard a story about a poor woman who shared her last meal, and God did a miracle to make sure that her food never ran out. The story this week is from the New Testament in Luke 21, and it was at a time when Jesus was in the big city of Jerusalem. It's another story about a very, very poor woman. I know she was very poor because the Bible says that she had only 2 small coins in her purse. No money in the bank, no money at home, and she may not have even had a home. Here she is. She's a widow, which means her husband has died. The poor lady probably didn't have any family to care for her, and she may not even have had anywhere to live. Never mind, God has said that those with money should look after the poor widows, so hopefully she'll be okay. She's on her way to God's temple. And look, there are lots of rich people coming to God's temple. Look at their fine clothes and big fat wallets full of coins. That's good. Hopefully they'll share something with her and maybe find her somewhere to live. The rich people reach the entrance to the temple. They see the special offering boxes where people can give money. They are taking out their big fat wallets and putting lots of coins in. When they put their coins into the collection box, it would have made a lot of noise because the collection box was made out of metal, a bit like this bowl. They would have had a great fat wallet full of money and they would have been putting their money in, all like this. It would have made a very loud noise. With all that money, surely they will make sure that the poor widow is taken care of. But do you know what? They don't. Anyway, here comes the widow. Perhaps if they see her, they will help. But they don't even notice her. No one notices her. She is ignored and she feels like she's invisible. But wait, someone does notice. It's Jesus. He spots her coming up to the collection box. She gets out her little purse, which may have been something like this, and she takes out her 2 pennies and she drops them in quietly. It seems pathetic in comparison to the big coins the rich people put in. Jesus notices her. Then he says something funny. He says, "She has given me more than anyone else." What did he mean? Well, he could see into people's hearts. Most people watching were impressed with how much the rich people had given, but Jesus knew their hearts. He knew the rich people had leftover money in their purses, lots, and they had big houses to live in and lots of stuff, so they hadn't really given that much. He also knew that they were not using their money to care for poor people as God had told them to. Jesus was more interested in the poor, unimportant widow that no one else noticed. He knew that she gave everything she had. Jesus may have taught us that story to teach us various things, but it's taught me that he notices us, however small or insignificant we may feel. We might sometimes feel unimportant or left out, or it may be that others never notice the small things that we do give, whether it be money or something unseen like our time or being patient with a difficult task or person. But Jesus notices us and he values what we give, if we give from our heart in obedience. And he is pleased with us, even if no one else knows. To help you remember the story, you could make a purse. You can make one out of 2 paper plates like this, and I've sent you the instructions. If you don't have any paper plates, I've also sent you instructions of how to make one just from a piece of paper. And on the back of the purse you could put a heart, just to remember that Jesus is interested in our heart rather than our money. There's some other ideas in the email I've sent home and your invitation to our Zoom meeting at 11:45. Bye!